and now the company is charging them over $1,000 to get out of that lease. Can you explain that? By surveying contractors, we determined the job Ginny got should have cost $2,000, not $4,000. Kevin, my name is Mike Colombo here from Channel 4. I want to let you know we're recording. Can't be signing for customers.
Typically, no. I mean, that's not something that we
typically or
no,
never. No, I understand that, but it's the bad business that has brought us here in the first place. This young mom,
her name is Amaye,
is one of several viewers who've called us over the last year to complain about online rental service company Elite Placement.
He promised the moon, and it's just been a nightmare.
After paying Elite $750 to find her an apartment, she found one on her own, and Elite failed to refund her money.
The majority of the time, they won't even return my calls. Never got the check.
I was very, very angry, very hot under the collar.
Customer after customer told us Elite was not honoring refund policies. The Better Business Bureau was also seeing a spike in calls.
When you see a flood of complaints like this, that raises red flags.
We ran into our own red flags with Elite's owner. She backed out of an interview last minute. Since then, we've traded emails, but haven't gotten any real answers to our questions. Oh, we also noticed something odd. She was using different names.
Meet the Patricias!
This is Patricia Andrain of St. Charles, who also goes by Patricia Fallon, Patricia Jenkins, and Patricia Stewart. Hey, this is kind of like a comedy routine.
Who is on first? I'm asking you who's on first.
She's also used the names Patricia Harris and Patricia Anderson.
What is on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? That's what I'm trying to find out.
And let's not forget Patricia Silver. We recognize 3 of those names because she's used all of them with us.
There I go, back on third again. Well, I can't change their names.
And if this looks like a mugshot, that's because it is. Drain has served time in federal and state prison for Social Security fraud, forgery, and stealing. All kidding aside, there is a serious warning here for all of you. In a new report, the Better Business Bureau is advising extreme caution when doing business with any company connected to Patricia Drain or any of those aliases we showed you. It's a warning we've been issuing since last January. Since previews for this story started airing, we've received new complaints against Patricia and Elite. Patricia continues to maintain she's working with her customers and the BBB to resolve issues. We again had an interview set up, and she again canceled. We're supposed to meet again soon. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4.
It always hurts when someone takes or keeps money that is rightfully yours.
That is certainly the case for a Metro East family. A dispute involving thousands of dollars and their son was keeping a mother and father from healing and closing a painful chapter in their lives. They called Colombo and he got results and the money.
We sent letters, we've had attorneys send letters, and virtually no response, just total frustration that way.
Glenn Morgan says he's now the second member of his family to receive the same runaround from Granite City-based Premier CDL Training Services. Glenn's son Joel paid nearly $3,700 to take trucking classes at Premier before changing his mind just prior to the program's cancellation deadline. Joel was entitled to a full refund, but 3.5 months later, he'd received nothing.
He started off, impatient. Then he got angry. Then he was frustrated. Then he was hurt.
On December 5th, Joel's family says the stresses in his life, which now included the ongoing fight for his refund from Premier CDL, became too much for him to handle.
He was really down. He was depressed to a depth we didn't know. And Joel took his own life.
As the 1-year anniversary of that tragic day nears, the Morgans want to settle Joel's estate. To do that, Premier CDL needs to do what Glenn believes the company should have done more than a year ago.
As a parent, you always want to protect your kids if they're 4, if they're 44. And I wasn't able to do that. He never asked for it. He was taking care of it himself, and I need to finish it for him.
That's where we got involved. I stopped by Premier to speak with owner Ann Bauza. She was too busy to chat in person, but we later talked on the phone. She told me she thought the check was sent. I politely explained it wasn't. A day later,
I found it remarkable that I got such a quick response, that evidently your visit to the office on that same day we talked had an impact on them.
a few days after that, the Morgans received this check in the mail made out to Joel's estate.
I contacted you on the 20th of the month. You responded on the 22nd. You had results on the 23rd. And the fact that I'd spent so much time and energy and couldn't get anywhere, what you did was truly amazing.
A rewarding resolution for a family seeking comfort and closure. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4.